and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. Now today's reading is a monthly reading for all of the signs for the month of November 2021. For the reading, I'll be using the Crystal Visions Tarot deck, pulling a card from the Soul's Journey Oracle card deck. If I need to clarify, I have the miniature gilded tarot deck. And if you stick around till the end of the reading, I will be doing sort of an interactive 3-card spread where you will get a yes or no answer to whatever question you might have. So you can either stay around to the end to see that or skip ahead and watch it at the end. Just a reminder, these are general readings, so the messages may or may not resonate. If you're interested in a personalized reading, all the information can be found in the description box below this video. I'd also encourage you to watch not just your sun sign, but also your moon and rising to get, a more complete overview of what's coming in for you. Also, you can connect with me on TikTok. So I'm over there as well at Changing Phases Tarot. And just a big thank you to each and every one of you. New viewers, I hope that you like what you watched here today. And if you do, you'll give the video a like and possibly subscribe. That would be wonderful. And for those of you who have been with me for a while, I really do appreciate you. Okay, so I will stop for now and we'll see all of the signs in a second for the reading. Hi there, Aries. Hope you're doing well. I'm here to get into your reading. I have been shuffling off camera, but I will give the deck a few more shuffles. Spirit, what are the messages for Aries for the month of November? What does Aries need to know? Messages for Aries, November 2021. Okay, we'll do one last shuffle. And divide the deck. All right, here we go. So, center of the spread, you start off with, wow, new beginnings. So Major Arcana, the Fool, this is the 0 of the Major Arcana. Crossed by, moving on, the 6 of Swords. In the deep past, you have the 4 of Swords. Recent past, you have the Knight of Swords. Wow, look at all these swords. Move that over. Crowning you, you have the 2 of Pentacles. Near future, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. You show up as Major Arcana number 19, the Sun. Surrounding you in your environment or how others are viewing you, you have the 2 of Wands. Hopes and fears, King of Pentacles. And outbound energy, 9 of Swords. Let me just move that over. And from the bottom of the deck, you have Major Arcana number 12, the Hanged Man. And you have the 2 of Cups underneath that, and the Ace of Wands. Yeah, so, wow, new beginnings. Possibly, this relationship coming in, a decision. We do have like 3 2s showing up if I take this one as well. 2 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. You have new beginnings with the Fool, with the Ace of Pentacles. You have this transitioning, this movement with the 6 of Swords. This, and again, new beginnings with the Ace of Wands right there. This looks like a really good month for you, Aries. I love this. Let me just clarify. This 9 of Swords, usually we consider the 9 of Swords to be like the, the staying up at night, that nightmare worrying card. So that could be, this decision that is showing up in the reading, that could be on your mind. You could be concerned about making that decision. But let's go ahead and just pull one card to clarify the 9 of Swords. So please clarify, what is this 9 of Swords for Aries? Okay, that one wanted to come out. Yeah, you have the 7 of Wands. So something to do with like defending yourself, needing to defend yourself. The 3 of Cups. One more to clarify the Knight of Swords. I'm sorry, the 9 of Swords. is the Nine of Swords for Aries? And you have that's a repeater. That's a Two of Cups. You have it over there. Yeah, so, okay. That's what I was getting. I wasn't getting that it was like this bad thing. It's just, I think, it's a concern, something that you have on your mind. Okay, let's go through everything. So you begin here with the Fool card crossed by the Six of Swords. Now, the Fool card is, it's all about new cycles starting up for you, new beginning. The Fool is associated with the sign of Aquarius, and you do have quite a few swords cards, with 1, 2, 3, with that 9 over there. So 4 swords cards in the spread. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius, could be dealing with another air sign, Libra, right, Gemini. But the Fool is all about taking that leap of faith. You can see that on the card, the woman, she has, one foot sort of on the edge of the cliff, the other one hanging off, and she's ready to just step off, have this brand new beginning, take that leap of faith, trust that the universe has her back. And what could help or hinder that is this transition. The Six of Swords is one of 2 transition cards in the tarot. The Six of Swords, 8 of Cups, both of them represent moving on, right? The Six of Swords could actually be movement, right? Moving. It could be mentally moving on. It could be physically moving. This deck obviously shows it a bit differently, but usually the Six of Swords will have a woman, in a boat being rowed away, leaving behind choppy waters, heading into calmer waters. So there is this, transitioning, moving out of a more difficult situation into an easier or better situation, but moving on here. So, what could help or hinder this new beginning is this movement. So whether you do move, right, or whether you stay where you are, maybe that has to do with this Nine of Swords, what's keeping you up. But usually when the Six of Swords shows up, I feel that it does represent this move. So there is this move coming in for you, and that's what could help with this new start, new beginning. There could be a new, and we do have the Ace of Pentacles, right, coming in for you. So there could be this new job offer at a distance. You might be moving for this new job offer. In the deep past, you have the Four of Swords, which, this is a card of taking time out, retreating. You can see that here she's actually lying in the snow. So she's, sort of just really taking time to recover, whether this is mentally, physically. Sometimes the Four of Swords shows up when there's, actual healing. So physically healing from a surgery. But it can also be just, retreating and taking that time out that you need for yourself. And even though she is here in this resting position, right? She's also holding the sword there. So it's like she's not out of the fight. She is just taking this time for herself. So you could have been, recovering. This could have been sort of working on yourself, just healing, before you move on to whatever this next phase in your life or this new opportunity is. And in the recent past, Knight of Swords, this is very fast-paced energy. The knight, knights, they go off on quests. They come back with offerings, right? A gift of, or an offering of something. In the case of this Knight of Swords, because swords has to do with communication and its thoughts, its cerebral energy, the suit of the mind. So he comes rushing in, could be with news about something, it could be kind of that news that is going to be like, aha, okay, now I have that, I can make the decision, or okay, now that I found that out, I can move forward with something. But there's something coming in here, and it's very fast paced when the Knight of Swords shows up. Two of Pentacles crowning you. This is usually the twos in the tarot. They do represent, some type of duality. There's also, it's to do with decision making, so needing to make a decision, being in two minds about something. And since this is earth energy, and earth energy deals with the tangible things here in the material realm. So it's, the money we earn, it's our home, our family, our possessions, material possessions. And you can see that here, she's wearing like these point shoes. She's standing on her tippy toes. She's balancing the 2 coins. So this isn't easy, right? So sometimes when the 2 of Pentacles shows up, it represents, a difficult time that you've been going through. Maybe this has been, really juggling to make ends meet. You could have been juggling 2 different jobs, working 2 different jobs, right? Just to sort of make ends meet. It could also have to do with, a choice between where you have been working and, this new opportunity, because you do have this new opportunity, this blessing of the Ace of Pentacles coming in for you. Aces are, they're new beginnings from the universe. They're this sort of the universe extending out its hand and saying, here you go, take this, wonderful new job opportunity, or, a very tangible way for you to earn money, or it's a new, a new project. Could be a house move, could be a new home. Ace of Pentacles can also represent like a windfall. So, receiving like a lump sum of money, winning the lottery could be that as well. But it's, it does have longevity attached to it. So if it is a new job, then it's one that, you could stay there for quite a while. There's longevity. It's a very solid, it has growth potential. You showing up as the Sun, this is like the most positive card in the entire deck. The Sun, it's associated with the sign of Leo, and it has to do with good health, vitality, it has to do with like children. You can see she's holding her child here. So it's just, there's great abundance, great happiness. If there's anything you've been waiting for an answer on, you have Ace of Pentacles, that's a big yes. You have the Sun, that's a huge yes. The Sun also, it does shine its light and sort of clarifies. It also just sort of brightens whatever other cards are around it. And, if we kind of go down or go up, I guess, at this row, the Sun card, 2 of Wands, King of Pentacles, and then this 9 of Swords. It comes out really to just, shine its light no matter what you might be, what you might have in your head that you're kind of, it's keeping you up at night, you're worrying about something. The Sun is just, it's so much stronger than whatever that worry might be. So it really just kind of blows it out of the water, You have another decision card here in your environment, which is the 2 of Wands. But this decision is very much like in your hands. So it's, it's a very empowered energy of you doing or making that choice, making the decision, doing what's right for you, staring down the 2 paths. Should I go in this new direction? Should I take this new job? Should I move? Again, we have, kind of water, it looks like. So we have the water there. You could be moving, traveling across water, going to, to the job could be somewhere by water, but this decision to be made. But it looks like you are ready to make the decision. Yeah. With the King of Pentacles, so you're hoping for this financial stability, and it's coming in for you. You're hoping to be this, or take on the energy of this King of Pentacles, this King Midas, right? Everything he touches turns to gold. So he's very financially stable, very solid energy. He knows how to make money. He's very dependable, right? He holds on to his money, knows how to make his money grow. So there's great growth potential with this Ace of Pentacles, this King of Pentacles. So that's really what you're hoping out of this new job or this move. And I think that this worry, it is just anytime we're faced with a decision, I mean, it can be daunting and it can keep us up at nighttime. But again, the cards that came out as clarifiers, you have the 7 of Wands, so needing to maybe defend yourself, defend your point of view, right, against other people. If you're saying, okay, I'm going to take this job, moving across the country, or I'm moving to a different country, people might say, well, you can't do that, or you're crazy, you're going to be giving up this, that, and the other. So it's like defending yourself, saying, yeah, I know what I'm doing. This is the right choice for me. We do have celebration coming in with the 3 of Cups. This could be, you know, celebrating the new job offer. This could be celebrating pregnancy, birth of a child. It can be an engagement, a wedding, right? But since we're focusing here more on, you know, the home or the job, this could be the celebration. You know, you got the job that's come in for you. And then we have the Two of Cups, which again is you know, it can be a card of choices. It can also be, you know, obviously to do with a relationship. The Two of Cups is the minor arcana version of the Lovers. So there is this, you know, there could be a choice between kind of where you are now, moving. It could have to do with another person as well, whether that person is where you're currently living, you know, and you're sort of weighing things up, and should I move away from them if you're not already in a more committed relationship. You know, it could be that, or maybe the opportunity is closer to the person. And so you're kind of weighing things up. Should I go in that direction? And we have the Hangman, which is your overall energy. And the Hangman is all about seeing things from a different perspective, right? He's upside down in this tree. He's obviously getting a different vantage point of a situation. So it's about, you know, could be a delay. The Hangman sometimes does speak of a delay, but it's a necessary one. So if there is a delay in something happening, or, you know, with this job offer or the move or the home, buying the home, there could be a delay, but it's, you know, everything will work out. And in the midst of the delay, you are gaining a new perspective on something. And then again, the cards that were underneath it, Two of Cups, which is more of the soulmate energy. And then the Ace of Wands, which is a brand new beginning, very passionate, very exciting. So, you know, it could, for some of you, this could have to do more with relationship than, you know, than the sort of career. But for others, it is more to do with this new job and heading off in a new direction and just needing to make some sort of choice. You know, you're transitioning. So sometimes when there's like a transition, and especially with the Hangman, you know, there could be this delay in transitioning. It's not like you snap your fingers and it starts right up, right? Same thing with the Fool. The Fool is like that breath before you get to the Magician, which is like the Ace. The Magician is about manifesting, making it happen. This is like that pause, you know, where you're like taking a breath. Oh my gosh, okay, that's actually happening. And you're getting ready, but there is this, you know, you're not quite there, or there might be some sort of delay, but it is coming in. So don't worry. Focus on what you are, whatever you're figuring out, or this new perspective that you're getting during this delay, if there is one. Just know that it's meant to happen, right? But it looks really good. Let me go ahead and get an oracle card for you. So this is from the Soul's Journey deck. So one additional message for Aries. What does Aries need to know for the month of November? One additional message for Aries for the month of November. Okay, we'll do one last shuffle. And divide the deck. All right, and you have friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Interesting. And the colors here have sort of this pinkish mauve, right? A darker purple around the outside on the mandala. Let me go ahead and get the guidebook and just see what else it has to say for friendship. And it says, all humans are created from the same source, but there are some souls that share a unique kinship. Friendship can be the most exciting and beautiful experience on earth, but it can also be frustrating and heartbreaking. Understand that everyone in your path is here to teach you something. It may be for a year or a lifetime. Together, You will teach each other various lessons of the heart, such as trust, love, loyalty, and admiration. The bonds of friendship are often stronger than those of family. You have formed a bridge of understanding between the two of you that has stood the test of time and of lifetimes. A true friend will illuminate your path instead of dim it. He or she will give advice with your best interests at heart. To be able to communicate at a soul level with another human being is the biggest treasure of the physical dimension. And that's interesting because I usually say, with the Two of Cups, I mean, this is a soul connection, right? The Two of Cups, it is a soulmate card. And I often say soulmates don't necessarily have to be romantic in nature, right? Throughout our lifetime, we can have soulmates that show up as work colleagues, as friends, as obviously romantic partners. But we come together in this lifetime to learn from each other, to teach each other a lesson. And these are usually soul contracts that we enter into before we incarnate in this lifetime. So interesting that friendship came out. So yeah, that could be, a friend could be significant during this time for you. So interesting message there. Let me go ahead and do the 3-card pull now. Okay, so for this, it's more of a interactive reading, okay? So go ahead and formulate a question, whatever question you would like an answer to. And I will be pulling 3 cards, okay? And you'll need to focus on one of the cards, whichever card you feel is or contains the answer for you. So that's what makes it kind of interactive in nature. Okay, so focusing on whatever your question is. So we're going to be pulling 3 cards for Aries. All right, Aries, let me go ahead and just do one last shuffle and divide the deck. And I will show you the 3 cards, okay? Here we go. So for card number 1, here's card number 1. Card number 2. And card number 3. And if you need to pause the video so that you can meditate on which of the cards you feel has the answer for you, go right ahead. When you're ready, unpause. All right, here we go. If you chose card number 1, that's a definite yes. You have the Chariot. That's associated with the sign of Cancer. And the Chariot is fast-paced, forward momentum. It can represent a move. This, again, right, this move, it can be moving across land. It can have to do with a car, so buying a car. And it's also a card of victory, right? The Chariot represents victory, but it's a victory that's been hard fought for, right? It didn't happen easily. You really had to fight hard for this victory, but it's a yes. So whatever your question was, you have the yes coming in with card 1. If you went with card number 2, this would also be a yes. This is the 10 of Cups. This is the happily ever after, the happy home, happy family. 10s in the tarot do represent sort of the ultimate, or, it's the ending of that cycle. In the case of the 10 of Cups, it's like the ultimate in happiness and, love and abundance and everything that you could possibly wish for as far as, your home, your children, your home life, relationships. It's water energy, so it has to do with our relationships and feelings. So definite yes with the 10 of Cups. And if you went with the 3rd card, this would be the Justice card. So this is Major Arcana number 11. And I would say this is also a yes. Now, the Justice card has, obviously, there's, this element of balance. It can also be, weighing things up. It can have to do with choices, decisions as well. But usually it has to do with balance being restored. If in the past things haven't gone your way, the Justice card comes out to really sort of balance things out. So things are going now in your favor. It can also have to do with dealing with the justice system, you know, the courts, a judge, going to court, can be dealing with a lawyer. But it does represent something going in your favor, right? It's usually positive when the justice card comes out. So I would say yes on this one. If it has to do with the person, then this would be like the sign of Libra. But yeah, so you have all three yeses, obviously different messages for each one. But I do hope that those messages have helped. So thank you very much for joining me today. Look forward to reading for you again, and just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful month of November. Bye for now.